Hello and welcome to another Java tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be enhancing the example that we did in last tutorial by accepting the input from user rather having to hard code all these values. And as we've learned in the previous chapters or previous tutorials that we need help from scanner object to take an input on the console. So we will going to introduce the scanner object here, which will going to be equipped to take input from the user. Then we have to organize our imports. So I just organized my imports. I use the keyboard shortcut Control-Shift-O, which you could easily see under the source menu. It is to organize imports. It is Control-Shift-O. Okay, so now I will going to be taking my input. However, the good thing about arrays is since we have consecutive blocks of memory which run 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I could very well be accepting my input in a loop. So I don't have to write several different inputs statements with prompts and inputs. So I'm going to be doing that with the help of a very similar loop that I just did here. So let me just copy and paste the statement because the size of the loop will going to be exactly the same. But unlike my first one, I will going to have two statements here in this for loop. That's why I need squigglies. I did not need that here. So we're going to be adding our prompt here, system.out.print, and this will going to be the message to the user. Please enter a value for array index and the index location, followed by a space. And then on the next line I can actually take an input into the array element. Now since array element will going to be controlled by the counter variable, I used CTR in place of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now going to take the input dot next double. I don't need any of these statements anymore because these 4 lines will take care of everything. Now I'm going to be running this program. So we're going to be asking me for inputs, index location 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and voila, here is my output. So this is how I can go about accepting multiple items in input. The good thing about here is this, that I could actually change this 5 to a 3 and the entire program will adapt to the change because I'm continuously tapping into the length property of the scores. So if I just run this the way it is right now, I will now going to run it again and notice it is done with only 3 values. So this is how you can actually be using a loop to accept values into an array and to display those values back to the user. In the next tutorial, we're going to enhance this code further. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.